Welcome everybody to my newest Let's Play, Final Fantasy V, the 4-Job Fiesta. It's a replay of a game that I've already done 4 times, but I've done it each year for charity, so this year it'll be no different. The 4-Job Fiesta basically limits your characters to 4 job classes, so it raises the challenge of the game by forcing you to basically, it limits the amount of abilities and skills that your characters can use. So, in the hopes that basically the run is more entertaining because you're not being able to use everything the game allows you to use. So hopefully because of that entertainment value that you get from watching these Let's Plays, you will support the charity that you're playing for. So this year I am playing for TNV Small Critter Rescue. I've played for rescues the past 4 years as well. 2020 for Healing Whiskers, 2021 Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue, 22 Tiny Toad's Rat Rescue, and last year was Small Angels Rescue. So hopefully you get some enjoyment out of this playthrough, and you can go back onto my YouTube page and look at the other playthroughs, see some of the challenges that I've done. This year might be kind of a challenge at the beginning, because I'm starting off with a White Mage. They're basically the healers of the game. So offense is going to be very, very limited. You just got to hope that you have enough healing and defensive spells to carry you through the bosses, because you're not going to be doing a lot of damage to the bosses. Luckily though, our second class that we'll pick up is the Magic Knight. It's basically a hybrid Black Wizard Knight class. They can exploit a lot of enemy weaknesses. So that'll give a boost to our offensive power there. And then our final 2 classes will be the Geomancer and the Dancer. So we're going to start a new game here. And we'll just hop right in. We start off here in this castle, which we'll be visiting quite a few times throughout the game. But we saw that little intro there earlier where we just saw that guy walking around on a chocobo. That'll be our main hero, and as with all the other previous rescue attempts, I will be naming the hero after the rescue that I'm doing. So our hero, when we get a chance to name him, will be TNV. Yeah, unfortunately you don't get to name all the other characters in your party like you do with most of the other Final Fantasy games, but that's okay. We get the main character here as the rescue name. Father! We'll learn that is the King of Tycoon. Do we really have to go? Lenny, you need to protect the castle. You mustn't follow me. But that is Princess Lena. She will be one of our party members. Something about the wind bothers me. I must go check the crystal of the wind shrine. So once again, just like Final Fantasy IV that I just completed, crystals, elemental crystals, play a role in this game. Yes, I can feel it too. Don't worry. But they'll play a more important role in this game than they did in Final Fantasy IV. They'll play the role similar to what they did in Final Fantasy III for the Famicom, which I have a Let's Play on this channel, and that they will grant us different jobs. Each of the crystals grants different jobs, and we're limited to only one of those jobs for the crystal. So basically the rules of the Fiesta is somebody has to be, one of your characters has to be in one of the jobs. From those crystals can only be in those jobs from those crystals, and until you get all 4 of your jobs, you can just have somebody in the other jobs that you've unlocked. So once I unlock the White Mage, everybody's going to have to be a White Mage. Then when I unlock the Magic Knight, I can have 3 Magic Knights and 1 White Mage, or a combination thereof, until I unlock all 4 jobs. And at that point, one character will have to be a White Mage, one character will have to be a Magic Knight, one character will have to be the Geomancer, and one will have to be the Dancer. So, but luckily you can rotate abilities around that you learned from each of the job classes for the other jobs. So you can have a Magic Knight that casts white magic, or a Geomancer who can use magic swords, or a Dancer who can use elemental powers like the Geomancer. So speaking of elemental powers, the wind has just stopped. You saw that in that, there's that pirate there, Ferris. The wind stopped blowing. The hair stopped moving. What? There is the wind crystal. It is about to shatter into a bunch of different shards. And those shards will be the things that will allow our party to gain different jobs. So here's our main character, who we saw at the beginning there in that little intro. He was riding around on his chocobo, which is kind of like big giant chickens. Depending on the color, the chocobo determines what it can do. So yellow chocobos here, they just run around. They can cross over rivers. Black chocobos can fly. That's all the kind that we have in this game. In the last game, Final Fantasy IV, we had white chocobos too that also, you couldn't ride them, but they restored your magic points. We found chocobos in chocobo forests. In this game, we start out with a chocobo. And we'll find more as we go on. This chocobo is really nice. So is our main character there because they put out that fire there. Smokey the Bear would be proud. So we start off in this little forest. There's not many places we can go. If you try to head to the north here, you're going to run into a dead end. And if you go to the east, it's also pretty much a dead end. So we're going to have to just explore this meteorite that just crashed. Let's head on in. Meteor at Tycoon. Boko, wait here. Boko is the name of the chocobo. We don't have our character's name yet, but we will in a little bit. But before we start that, I'm going to change the configuration. I'm going to keep it in wait mode. The battle speed is okay here. I'll make the message speed a little bit slower so we can read. And I'm going to change the color to red. That way it kind of just distinguishes it out, stands out a little bit. And there we go. So right now we are in the Freelancer job class, which can use any weapon but has no special abilities of their own. And this is the default class. But we'll have to get rid of it as soon as we get our first class from the Wind Crystal. But we got a little bit of adventuring to do before that, so... Like other Final Fantasies, we get into these encounters that'll be random throughout the game, but sometimes you run into set encounters, like these goblins here. We take them out, they each defeat it with one hit, and we rescue this princess here, Princess Lena, who we met earlier. She was talking with King Tycoon, her father. Are you okay? Yes. Thank you very much for helping me. I'm Lena, and you? I'm... And now we'll get a chance to enter our name. So we're going to select the name here, we'll just go down here. Press your B button to clear out all the things, and then we're going to rename it TNV. We head back up to the end, and we've successfully renamed our main character TNV after TNV Small Critter Rescue. I'm TNV, journeying with a chocobo to nowhere in particular. And he couldn't do too much journeying, as we saw, because we were pretty much landlocked. TNV. There's the meteor up there. You can notice there's a little bit of an off color in the center there. That'll be important for later on. This thing suddenly came falling from the sky. The blast sent me flying, and I fell unconscious. Is it a meteor? A meteor? Might it have something to do with the wind stopping? It's possible. Thank you so much. I wish I could repay you, but I must hurry. Hey, wait a sec. Did you hear something? Huh? Ugh. And, yeah, there's something over here. In the intro there was an old man who was saying that he has to get to the Wind Shrine too. We're gonna meet him right over here. He is at the meteorite too. Luckily he's still alive, because he was right where the meteorite crashed. Are you alright? Where am I? Oh, my head. What's with me? I can't remember a thing. You hit your head. Is it amnesia? That amnesia is going to play an important role later on, pretty soon actually. in a few episodes. Ah, that's right, my name's Galuf. Anything else? And him not remembering anything other than his name would be a little bit of a mystery that we'll uncover as we play through the game. We'll learn who that person is. We'll also learn why the crystals are shattering and why it's important that we protect the crystals. I'm really very sorry, but I have to hurry. Where are you going? The Wind Shrine. The Wind Shrine. I have a feeling that's where I need to go to. I'll go with you, but I must go. Please take me with you. And she nods. Yes. TNV, what about you? I'll continue my journey. Your journey where? You're landlocked in this one little area. Not a lot of journeying. If you had like a black chocobo, you could fly out of here, but Boko there is a yellow chocobo. TNV, thank you so much. Goodbye. Farewell. But this will not be our real farewell, although we are alone for a while here. While we're here, there's a treasure chest over there hidden. There's a hidden passageway here. You just gotta kind of wander around and push on the wall of trees, and eventually you'll find your way through. There's a class, the Thief, that allows you to see secret passages, but we can't use that class. That's not one of the classes we're allowed to use for this playthrough, so... But I'll be pointing out all the secret passages because, like the previous years, I'll be going for 100% completion, which is getting all the treasure chests and defeating the two optional bosses, Omega and Shinryu. Boko, let's go. Once again, not too many places we can go. You can't walk over that meteorite. So we're just going to head back over toward the forest and then going to head up north here because we're going to see that the landscape has somewhat changed a little bit. Ouch, Boko, don't stop so suddenly. Besides, this is the only way that Galuf and Princess Lena could have went. Why are you giving me that look? Walk, walk. I know, it's an old man and a girl, and there are a lot of goblins around here. Got it, Boko. Oh, earthquake. Eek, ah! So here we have the princess and that man screaming. Boko, let's hurry. So let's go rescue them. On our way to rescue them, we're going to run into a bunch of goblins, but just like the goblins that we ran outside of the meteorite, these guys are just really easy. One hit and they're done. Luckily TNV comes with a decent sword, a broadsword, but he'll be getting rid of that very shortly. As soon as we get Galuf and Len in our party. Lenny is more agile than TNV and Galuf, so her turns are going to come up before them two. So what we're going to do is we're going to give TNV's broadsword to her. That way she can take out enemies quicker. And then Galuf and TNV can take out enemies by combining their powers. Because unfortunately Galuf doesn't have a weapon. And Len only has a weaker knife. If we were to keep the broadsword on TNV, some battles that will only take 2 rounds will take 3 rounds, just because of the way the agility works. And I'll point that out when we get to it, but thank you so much. Ah, stop that. The meteorites struck, collapsed cliffs, and made the ground split. And now the road to Tool's been blocked. But I have to get to the Wind Shrine. Ugh. Gal's coming too. To the Wind Shrine. Gotta hurry. To the Wind Shrine. This old geezer too. You know what? I'm gonna go with you. What? Really? My dad, he said for me to travel the world and see things. Besides, the wind is calling. Say what you want, but isn't the truth that you just want to be with this girl? Hey, you were awake? Of course I was. He's awake, and he's going to join the party. But the road will be blocked. What will we do? We'll figure it out when we get there. She sees something. But we must go. Yeah, well then, let's go. Luckily the game kind of railroads us right now. It's the world will open up eventually for us, but for now, at the beginning, the game just kind of locks you in, forces you to go where it needs you to go, where the plot directs you. So we're going to head to the north here. We're going to head to this cave, which didn't exist before. Remember, it ended right here. Well, the earthquake must have broke down this little wall there, like the opposite of what happened in Myst in Final Fantasy IV. And we're going to head on here and head into this cave, because it's the only place we can go. A cave in such a place that must have been formed by that earthquake. It's dangerous ahead. You've got to stay back here. Bark? Alright. I'll do that unequip thing in just a little bit, but I'll just show off the battles, like I said. Why it's important to do that little change. So there's a spring here, recovery spring. Touch that. Alright, so Lena's going to go first, and she's going to take out that bat. Almost take out that bat. TND will take out the crab. Galuf will finish off that bat. Now Lena will go. Now if Lena had the broadsword equipped, she'd finish the steel bat off right here, but she doesn't, so we're going to have to take a little bit extra time to finish off the steel bat with TNV. But now if we switch our weapons around, we're going to take off the broadsword from TNV, remove that, and give the broadsword now to Lena. Give Lena's knife to TNV, and hopefully we get to that same battle again, and if we do, you'll see that it goes a little bit faster. You know, not much faster, but, you know, hey, the faster you can beat a battle, the better. So if we get the same battle, nope, but think about it this way, if there's that Darrow crab there, what could happen is Lena would defeat the first bat, TNV would attack this bat, and Galuf would finish it, and then Lena would go again and defeat that the crab. So we just be a little bit shorter, and everyone's gaining a level there. Levels are not really important in this game. What's more important is your ability points, and those let you learn the different skills from the different jobs. But we don't get ability points until we actually get our first jobs, and we'll get that when we get to the Wind Crystal. So, and we're lucky here we get the last new enemy here in this area, the Stroper monster. We will be coming back here later on. If you have the Blue Mage job, you can come back here and learn the Drain ability from the bats. Blue Mages learn magic that enemies use. They learn enemy skills, and that's one of them. First one you can really learn here. There's also those goblins. They have an ability called Goblin Punch, but we don't have them right now, so we ain't gonna be able to use that job at all. So we've got a leather hat here. We're just gonna give it to TNV. It's not like other Final Fantasy games where the person in the front is targeted more often, but just so used to it being like that I'm going to load with the defense on the front there. So TNV gets the better defense. And we can see this is kind of like what would be if we would have fought that the bats and the crab again. See if we get the broadsword on Lena, we finish it off before TNV has to take his second turn. So you see this little button here, just like the pirate did. You push the button, and it opens up a secret passage. More Stoker monsters, and in future episodes I'll be cutting out when I do multiple enemies. But I will be pointing out all the enemies in the game, so when I go through a dungeon, might have to farm some enemies sometimes just to be able to show off all the enemies that the game offers. What's that? We get on here, and hey, there's a ship moving, even though the wind has stopped. That's strange. It's a mystery. That ship, how does it sail without wind? We don't know. But it is an answer that we will find out in the next episode. We're going to step out here real quick, make our quick save, and I will meet you back here tomorrow for the next episode. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.